You know, bro, I've been going through a lot to make this video for y'all, bro. I want y'all to understand that these people got me going through too much just to for free speech. You know, I shouldn't be uh have a muzzle on my mouth, bro. Either this America or it ain't. I thought this was America. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here trying to talk about Dwayne Wade and the nomination, and then my thoughts. These are my opinions. I make that clear in my video. These are my assumptions. You feel me? How I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, from what I can see. And yet I gotta put this fair use and all that up there, cause these boys want to block my video. It's crazy. But let go. Yo, so we gonna do a breakdown today. Y'all see where I'm at? You feel me? Uh, I guess as a precursor, I'm going straight off the hip. This got me emotional. So yeah, we're at BET Awards, NAACP Image Award, right? All right, let go.
Thank you guys for that ovation. We don't stand up here alone. As we know, it takes a village, it takes a community. We stand up here today as two people who have worked tirelessly to have resources and access. As two people willing to use our microphones for what we believe and what other families are going through. I'm intentional when I...
Right there, bro. Let's just question ourselves. What is he talking about? Like, let's not assume we already know what he did with his babies. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
use my platform. I recognize what I've been given, and it is my job to uplift the voices of others and share my access and resources. I want to take this moment to publicly speak to our...
About reparations, about the struggle of the black man, about how, you know, the system ain't really right, and how he's experienced his own racism in this game, which is why he soundboard the way he do. He think that's the proper way to get a good check. No, that's not what he said.
my daughter Zaya.
That's a boy. I don't care if you cut his penis off, his bones still say, his anatomy still say, his DNA still say male. Ain't no way around that.
Zaya, as your father, all I've wanted to do was get it right.
And you got it real wrong. You ruined his life, and he will hate you for it. You made a decision for him because you let him make it before he was even really to tell you if he liked broccoli or not. When I was 13, I ain't like broccoli. I'm 33 today. I like broccoli.
I've sat back and watched how gracefully you've taken on the public scrutiny. And even though it's not easy, I watched you walk out of that house every morning as yourself.
Bro, it's funny. Like, it infuriates me when you think about the fact that he's talking to his boy-girl baby. But those very same words could be used for the community. And he's using his platform intentionally. Bro, these people don't speak for me, bro. We are not the same. You get me? Like, this is perfect. This is a perfect time. He look like me, and he ain't me, bro.
I admire how you've handled the ignorance in our world. I admire it that you face every day. To say that your village...
The crazy part is I'm not even mad at the little homie as much as I'm mad at his daddy. As a grown man who lived a whole life, you allowed your son. Men want sons. You got men that wish they could have a son. And you let your son say, I ain't no son. As a man, bro, you had, like, you trashed me, dog. You influenced by a wife that ain't even her baby. You trash, bro. Like, you did better to shut up and dribble. Real talk.
Just proud of you is an understatement. Thank you for showing me that there's more than just one way to communicate effectively. You've taught me that communication with my mouth isn't enough. I have to also communicate with my two ears and my two eyes. As your father, my job isn't to create a version of myself or direct your future. My role is to be a facilitator to your hopes, your wishes, your dreams.
Bible tells us to train a child in the way they should go. The Bible tells us that in such a case where you choose to spare the rod, you spoil the child. The Bible tells us that correction comes from one that loves you. When you think about it, it makes sense when you consider surgery, right? It takes some pain to get to the healing, right? So let's say you got a wound, your eye black as hell. I'm like, man, your eye ain't black. I don't worry about that. Well, I guess that ain't a good one because it will heal itself. But in general, if you're trying to be your best self that day, I should probably tell you, you might want to cover that up, bro. You know, that might not be the nicest thing to say, but it's to your benefit, right or wrong. And so, with that logic and that understanding is how most people choose to raise their children. But you see where he's trying to make that a bad thing? To care for the well-being of a loved one is a bad thing? Make that make sense. You see, me as a person, I don't just sit here as somebody that's just a homophobe and I'm scared of gay people. I ain't scared of nobody. My fear live in the skies. You get what I mean? But I do understand that, or I've done my research in the matter that, you know, things such as not homophobia, but homosexuality, and things that have birthed themselves from that, you know, transgenderism, this whole castration and mutilation of person in various ways and avenues, right? This is a mental illness. It was long viewed as such up until like 1980, somewhere up in there, when somebody got deep enough into the system to where they could manipulate and use their own personal agendas to try to persuade the interests of us all, right? I also understand and seen that testimonies of people who have done this thing, who were 30 when they did it, and they're 50 today and they regret it. They wish they never done it. They pray the Most High forgive them, you know, or it's just uncomfortable. It's not something, you know, it was a dream, and now that it's real, it ain't so dreamy. You know, they've been there. You feel me? I also have the understanding, or at least not the understanding. I don't understand. This is an assumption. That's what I want to say. I also have the assumption that maybe little homie is being pushed in a direction. Like they seen some signs, so then they were like, yeah, let's do it, green light. Because what he's doing right now is using that publicity to even right now get a check. Little homie might just be a money bag. And so he's sitting up there as a father talking about all his love, and ain't no love there, bro. That's also part of it. You get me? So either you're crazy or simply just demented and evil. Like, you get me? Like, it ain't nowhere around there, bro. And any functional minded human being can see where I'm coming from. But let's keep going.
You've made me a better human.
How so?
Just simply by being who you were born to be.
Wow.
Our baby girl, Zaya Wade. So, baby, thank you.
He made me a richer human by being my little child and being willing to listen to me. And so now I get to capitalize on this, even right now.
For showing the world what courage looks like. I'm proud that I was chosen to stand in place as your father.
Sheesh.
And thank you so much to the NAACP for this incredible honor.
His words, not mine. I have no thanks for you. You've done nothing for the people. You've long lost your way. And read my comment at the bottom of this video. I think that's all I have to say to you.
Thank you, Derek and the NAACP. It's humbling to stand here surrounded by friends and heroes, OGs and icons, all working to advance the lives of Black people and pay respect to an organization that has led us through over a century of relentless challenge, pain, triumph, and change.
I don't remember the last time the NAACP was in the hood, bro. I've been in the hood my whole life. So I don't understand what they doing for Black people in general, or specifically. I need specifics. I don't care about these untouchables. You know, you sit there and sip coffee with the white folks, so they believe there could be some smart black people, even though your degree of smart ain't even really smart. Oh boy, it's just a form of knowledge that don't make it intelligence. But anyway, yeah, like, what have y'all done for the people exactly that makes you so honorable? You living off the backs of people that's in dirt, that might be very well dirt right now. What have you done? What are you doing? But putting us further back and making a mockery, if that was in your control to do such a thing. But yeah, y'all don't speak for me, bro. We not the same, dog. I don't understand or see what y'all could even be doing. Like, what are y'all doing for us at the bottom? What y'all do is for y'all where y'all at. Y'all don't see us. Y'all don't care. And so, miss me with all that, bro. Y'all living on an honor you don't deserve. You're unhonorable. You're untrustworthy. Bro, I keep going. Let go.
And now stands with us again at the foot of a very new era of activism. A new era that demands our collective answer to one simple question.
You fighting for gay people, not
Will we
black
fight
people.
for some, or will we fight for all of our people?
My thing is, I fight for those that fight for the Most High. If you ain't for the Most High, then I don't even understand how we together. How can two walk together if they don't agree? Y'all literally serve the devil. We are not the same. There's ethics, there's morals. Forget legal, fam. I work with morals. I work with ethics. If that's too deep for you, bro, then stop trying to be like me, bro. You feel me? Go over there with your friends. Because that's who you choose to be. Because honestly, as a black man, I don't like the representation. That's not what I stand for. And that is what it is. It don't change because you don't like it. You don't like it because of where you been and who you kicking it with. You lost your originality, your essence. So I'm supposed to lose mine. I'm supposed to find some type of understanding, some type of level ground. It ain't no leveling with the wickedness, bro. Either it ain't no gray area there, bro. You cut your little boy dick off. No, dog. No. And you, that ain't even your little boy. Like, and y'all got an award, and they talking about human rights. Not one word of an anti-crime bill. Not one word of reparations. Not one word of the oppressions or the things that we still have to face today. But y'all want to live on the honor from people of the past. Bruh.
Let's just name a couple hard truths. First, the intersection of black rights and the rights of the LGBTQIA, trans, and gender nonconforming people continues to be...
No, not the same. It's two different things. You feel me? One of them is supported by the government. The other one can't seem to find support from nobody. Ain't the same. Ain't the same. You a witch. I don't agree with you. You're lying even as you speak. That's why you're doing all the little face little stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got your character on right now. You not even being real. You moving the crowd.
rough. That's a huge understatement. Even as we demand equality at the top of our lungs, we consistently fail to extend our advocacy to protect some of our most vulnerable among us. And
all them clapping, bro. Y'all ain't no better, bro. What you clapping for? You really agree with that? Your son, your daughter come at you with that stuff. You gonna be on TV talking about, yeah, man, you know shit, that's how we get down in this house. Or you sitting up here soundboying trying to shuck and jive because you hoping your next check come too. That's our problem, bro. Or that's a problem in and of itself, for sure. Furthermore, I find it quite interesting that a black woman can stand there and say that a gay black community is the most vulnerable among us when they've been getting laws passed since 2000. We've been waiting since 40 acres and a mule. Not to mention I live in Houston, which is like a sex trafficking hub in and of itself. They ain't coming for me. But she's sitting up here saying they're the most vulnerable. That's just weird, bro.
And second, black trans people are being targeted, terrorized, and hunted in this country.
What about the straight black people who been on that list long before? I would say that the black trans is an anomaly because he can always hide behind the fact that he's trans or gay and have these certain protections. Because I happen to have experiences at work and things of that nature to lean on at this point. And I see how they treat the black gay versus the straight black. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a different essence, bro. Like they have certain rights and ways with the white people that they just get things because they scared they gonna sue them and whatever else. But you know why? Because they have a political prowess. You feel me? We don't. Why? Because we always trying to help somebody else. And so, you know, we ain't learned from that. We didn't help everybody else come up. And so now we just gonna help the gay people too, right? We ain't gonna worry about us. We just gonna still put ourselves in a boat. But you know, that's why I say we not the same, bro. It don't even make sense what you doing right now. It looks like you're in it for your own personal gain. Cause it like who wants to mutilate their baby? Yeah, I'ma pay to get you mutilated. You didn't do that for free, bro. Miss me, dog. Man, hold up, my phone.
Every day, everywhere. And there's rarely a whisper about it. We honestly don't approach this work as activists or leaders as much as we do this as parents. Parents who love our children and will do whatever the hell we can to keep them seen and secure and safe.
She said it. I want them seen. Why? Why your child need to be seen? Like, huh? If you care about security and safety, seen wouldn't be first. But they ain't even your children. And like, it's all bad, bro. It's just, huh.
This is a conversation worth having in ways that can actually build bridges, right? That don't.
My thing is, bro, why are we always trying to build a bridge instead of fixing our own house? Like, I ain't necessarily out here talking about, man, we should, you know, the gay black person. Man, whatever, bro. They trying to make it that. They trying to make it black gay people is all black people. But really what you're pushing is a gay agenda. You see what I'm saying? And me personally, I don't have any stake in that fight. So I'm done. I don't see why I should have to. I don't have any energy for that. No, that's not my perspective. That's not. I don't care. Y'all got enough of y'all caring about that. What I care about is what my people need as a whole in general. And what we don't need is to accept something else. What we need is restitution. You see what I'm saying? And again, like for BET, NAACP, for all y'all to know what they was going to say, to invite them up there for them to say it is all very telling. All y'all, none of Al Sharpton, Jesse, y'all don't speak for me, bro. We are not the same. Y'all long sold something for a bag, and I ain't got nothing for sale.
Fan the flames of hatred or division. They don't enable lawmakers or justice systems to look the other way when black trans people are under attack.
You know how the black trans would be protected? If black people had an anti-crime bill. Right? Right. Look at her. She be cursing the poor black people out in California. Who is that? Waters? Yeah. All of them, they be trying to show little images of, bro. Y'all done all took the bag, bro. Y'all done got to the point to where, you know, yeah, well, y'all could have did it too. Lace your bootstraps. Like you ain't see the system, and you don't experience things even today. You know it's a difference. You don't want to see it. You know the check still cash, so you know, hey, I have to swallow a little crow, right, bro? I always find it interesting that in the book of Maccabees, bro, one of the first things they did before they went to war with them Grecians is they took out the house niggas. And one lesson I learned from that is that even when you look at the Inquisition of 1492 and how the those people took us, took the baby us, raised us, and then put us in Africa to rule us, and used those very same people to begin colonialization, slavery as we know it, transatlantic, right? Christendom, all that came, right? But they used house niggas. I'll leave it at that.
They don't drive more young people to hate themselves or harm themselves. They don't cost people their lives. So we are humbled and we are hopeful for the future.
Right there, I would like to let it be known that not nobody you can see is the point or the purpose of someone hating themselves. We didn't create racism. We deal with it. So even her, like, she shouldn't have to carry that. You feel me? The reason why people hate themselves is a product of a system that we have no influence in. We must survive it. And so that's interesting too. But anyway, I don't have much for her, bro. She chooses to be something I don't want anywhere near me. And it's not even about being divisive, bro. It's about standing for something and refusing to fall for anything. Miss me, bro.
I'm hopeful, we are hopeful that we may witness a real shift in the fight for justice. The moment the movement makes room for everyone.
Another thing I just thought about is when that Asian crime bill came out, it wasn't no Asians talking about, well, what about the gay Asians? And what about the pedophile Asians? And what about the Asians that don't eat eggs? What about the Asians that don't like fish? It was no divisions. You're making a division. But then you see how the trickery is, the crafty little sucker. They've been listening to somebody. But smart ain't wise.
Everyone. Thank you.
And that's what it is. That's what I got to say. That's my sentiments exactly.